What's good, Black Star Podcast? This is your boy Jared, and welcome back to the channel. Now, guys, I've been hearing a lot in the news about everything that's going on with the upcoming elections in Georgia. I've been hearing a lot about what's going on in different parts of the country, and there is one fact, or I should say one factor, that's been talked about on multiple fronts. And that is the black male vote. Now, many Democrats have been talking about they've been wanting to hear about, or I should say, they've been wanting to see what they can do to get black male votes. And there's been one politician that's been making the headlines, and that is Senator Stacey Abrams. Now, I did not hate black women. I do not. So this is not a black woman's bashing video or anything. But Phil Scott did a video. Damn, I gotta make that damn fucking steak. Ooh, that's gonna be a bitch. I didn't know it's gonna be a fucking life death situation. But anyways, Phil Scott has done a video talking about Stacey Abrams. And he told, and also he showed what her bill was going to be about. And what was it? Her bill is going to be the black men's agenda. Now, I'm not going to read this because Phil Scott already done the video, but the bill itself is meant towards people of color. So, what I mean by people of color, I mean specifically Latinos, darker skinned Asians, and a whole bunch of other shit. A whole bunch of other people. What she does not realize is that you just literally ostracized the very people that you're trying to target by trying to put these other groups of people in. And the problem with that is, when you do that, you basically take out the people that you're trying to target, which is black men. People of color, black people. You see, we've seen this too many times, especially in the black community, especially black men. When it comes to voting, they typically go to black women to talk to black women most of the time. They do not come and talk to black men. And that is the very honest truth. They come talk to black women. They never talk to black men or even attempt to figure out what the hell is going on with black men. They go towards black women and they listen to what black women's issues are, and they group all of us in together instead of actually talking to black men specifically and asking what are our issues and our qualms. So now they have a problem. They're trying to get the votes of black men. They're trying to pander to black men after decades of pandering to black women, which black women do have their issues. Black women have their issues. And also, they're trying to pander to all races instead of specifically focusing on what are the issues of black men. So Roland Martin did a interview with Fox Soul or somebody, and the host mentioned Tariq Nasheed, Kevin Samuels, and a host of other people, or a group, talking about get in line and vote against the oppressors, when in actuality you're voting with the oppressors, because in retrospect the Democrats actually were the ones that was trying to keep slavery in slavery. The Republicans actually freed the slaves, Abraham Lincoln. But I'm not going to get into all that. Neither party is really offering anything to black men. That's the reason why I didn't vote in the last election. That's the reason why I still plan on not voting until I actually see something of substance towards black men, or towards something that's actually worth me going out there and waiting in a line for hours just to vote. The Democratic Party has they are, in a sense, anti-male. They're for the alphabet community mostly. I'm not against. I have LGBT friends. I'm not against them. I do not speak against them. I'm cool with that group. But what I'm specifically talking about is a lot of people do not understand what black men have to go through on a daily basis, and it's typically overshadowed by issues of other demographics of people. And when it gets to something like this, then you want to come out here and just quote unquote pander to black men, when you're actually just shooting us in the foot again. And we can see it because of what your policies are, because your policies aren't even actually aimed at what black men go through on a daily basis. Because okay, what's this shit at? Okay, establish a $10 million small business investment fund. Okay, cool. Eliminate fees and red tape. Cool. Increasing purchasing of black-owned businesses by state and entities. Okay, cool. Allowing multiple organizations, multiple companies to jointly bid on state contracts as primary contractor. Okay, cool. But create a $5 million family farm initiative to aid small and micro farming, micro farm with financing. Cool. But when it comes to that, you're not actually doing much, because black men's issues, there's so many issues that black men go through on a damn daily basis. You can't just solve it with just simply saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this." We've seen it with Biden. We've seen it with a whole host of other host of candidates. They specifically target the black community while also targeting black women. And then when black men decide, you know what, we're going to stay out and we're not going to vote, then they want to hurry up and try to get our votes by throwing a quick draw. No, it's not going to happen like that, because the issues that you're not solving are the biggest issues that black men have. Yes, not defunding, but providing actual programs that are going to help black men get off the streets. And this is for Georgia. This is for Georgia, yes, but I'm talking about as a collective country. Provide education to these low economic areas. Increase the amount of education that goes into these systems. Get more jobs out there, and also educate black men on starting their own businesses. Because let's face it, a lot of the colleges out there nowadays, they are not out there teaching you really much about what you want to do. They're just putting you in these bullshit programs to try to I would say twist everything, or hell, not even twist. They're trying to basically give you a sense of watered down education. And the thing about it is that I had the chance to go to community college. I had the chance to go to a technical college in Arizona, UAT, University of Advancing Technology. I didn't go to UAT because it just something just felt off about the college. Yes, they wanted me to come. I got approved. I got accepted. But the thing about it is, I did not have the money to go to that college, so I had to say, you know what, I'm gonna just go to community college. When I got to community college, the education sucked. And then I started looking on YouTube, and I started doing more research on YouTube, and I learned more from YouTube than what I could learn in the classroom. Because in the classroom, everything is watered down. Like I said, everything's watered down. You don't get to hear, well, you don't get personal experience with your teachers. And then the thing about it is, they go through so many curriculums at a fast pace that you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? I still don't know what's going on. Now, when I was younger, I was a quote unquote mathematician, is what they called it. I was a mathematician. I loved math. I still love math. I can figure numbers out real quick. I'm really good with math. Reading, I can do, but it's just more of the fact of math is my strong suit. Science and math and technology, that's my strong suit. You have to, not saying tailor, but you have to focus on putting education out there for students in those fields. You have to get these students out there learning new skills so that they do not wind up on the streets, which is going to help the criminal problem and the drug problem, and make at least the black communities more of a contributor to the economy and to the country by producing brilliant minds, instead of us producing minds that are wasted. Get the black family back together. There needs to be a serious talk, which is going on right now in the manosphere, with black men and black women. There needs to be a talk. Black women have to understand what black men are going through, and have gone through. Yes, we know that black women have had their struggles and still are struggling, but also we don't need the notion of we don't need you, but we want you, or I'm a strong independent woman. We don't need that, because that's not helping our community any further. We need to have talks. We have to come back to the table. And matter of fact, fuck that. I ain't even gonna say that. That's why SBM. Save yourself. Because from what I've been seeing on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all sorts of shit, you cannot hold anybody accountable, especially in the black community. The black community does not want to be held accountable for any of the shit that's going on. And the sad part about it is, when you try to hold somebody in the black community accountable for their actions, for the bullshit that they say, they still want to remain unaccountable. And this is for both black men and black women. Black men have had 50 years of being told you ain't shit, you ain't worth nothing, you're trash, you're garbage, we don't like you, we hate you. We've had years and decades of that. Now, a man that comes out after 4 years and you're already tired of hearing about the bullshit. But yeah, what was that same smoke when Oprah was still roasting the fuck out of black men? Like I said, a lot of brothers are getting tired, and a lot of brothers are leaving. A lot of brothers already said, "Man, fuck it, I'm not voting in this election." A lot of brothers have said, "Fuck it, I'm not staying in the country. I'm gonna go expat and I'm gonna go live in a different country and find my own way." A lot of brothers are saying that. This is the impact of decades of socialism, liberalism, and also of feminism. That is what this is. You can't stop what this is. The only thing you can do is try to improve and try to listen, because a lot of shit's gonna keep on happening, and a lot of this shit's not gonna change. Now, back to the whole Stacey Abrams thing. You, as a politician, you have to have, as Roland said it, because Roland said it, and I don't like Roland much, but he said it. You have to have black men come talk to black men. Because the way black men talk to each other, hell, even the way men talk to each other, is different than what women and men, how women and men talk. Black men are more blunt, brutally honest with each other. With black women and women in general, we have to hold back. We have to watch what we say, because it might be taken out of context, or it might be misconstrued. It might be looked at as misogynistic, toxic, or all the other trigger words that these women like to say. Fuck that. The conversation ain't gonna happen, so I ain't even gonna say that bullshit. But there has to be some type of way that we can talk about this issue, or hell, even resolve this issue. But anyways, guys, please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please support the podcast on Spotify.com. And I will see you guys on the flip side, and thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.